Okay, so first we look at in terms of setup. I think the width of stance we can see a lot easier in terms of sort of sideways there. How the right hand one now is a lot more narrow in terms of shoulder width rather than being sort of way out there and quite wide, okay, because that's going to restrict movement anyway, okay. So the fact we've got restricted range of motion and the knee going this way in the backswing, when you go back now, as your knee then goes out towards the golf, as we can see, and we see that left knee sort of popping up forward this way, your backswing length now is going to be quite short. For the speed you're looking for, it's going to be hard to create power from there without trying to really jump up at the shot or pull the arms through, all of which are going to weaken the shot anyway. But you feel, honestly, you feel powerless, but there's not as much power created there as we could do if the club starts going back a bit further, okay. This one here now, again, a bit taller, a bit more relaxed over the golf ball as we start swinging back. The knees start now. I'd say that's probably moving a little bit too much too early, which is where we said the practice now is going to come in. What we're going to try and do is, when we swing a golf club, everything's kind of lined up there in line. On the way back, we see shoulders towards 90, hips towards 45, knees towards 20. That kind of sort of split, okay. What we've got here now as the club goes back is the shoulders are turning there, the hips are going there, but the knees gone a little bit more, and that right foot is just curling up just a little bit more with that right foot. I'd rather see, though, that movement, because it means the club now can get a bit further back behind you now, and more show how much your shoulders are turned compared to that. I mean, it's 45 degrees at most, knees are squat, there's no move. That's a bit more turn, okay, from there. Now, the other thing as well, we'll see, if we look at your head height, kind of just above that brick line on the background there, as you go down half a brick, I would say. You're top of the brick line there. That's almost a full brick, isn't it? So you're going back a lot further, dropping down, which means then you've got to make more adjustments. And really, from a long-term perspective, okay, at the moment we're looking more at the body. I want to look more at the arm movement, kind of through the ball here with that left arm doing this. But that left arm movement's been encouraged by the fact you've lost your height in the backswing. When you first start the setup, you're up here and your arm is there. If you drop down to here, this line has to shorten, doesn't it? Otherwise, you're going to hit the ground somewhere down here, kind of thing. So you're making these adjustments through the swing within, I think the golf swing starts on here at about 5.7, and you're making contact at 6.4, so you haven't got much time to think about these adjustments and reacting. And again, if the knee's doing one thing the body's not really wanting it to do, pain will occur. As I said at the start, anytime you're having pain after the golf game, you're doing something wrong, aren't you? So I would say, from your point of view, if we can practice that body movement, again, even just in front of the mirror, just get your body moving, so the hips and the shoulders and the knees are kind of working in that sort of full half and half of that relationship, I think. So 90 degrees, 45, got a 22, that kind of movement there around the body, it will give you a lot more stability in the backswing and able to keep your height. And once you're starting to keep your height, we can then start working on keeping that width with the arms through the hitting area, which obviously increase the power and the consistency of strike. So we're setting up, we turn, we swish, we turn. We don't drop, stand up, bend and try and hit it. So there's less things going on, which for consistency's point of view, that's what we're trying to do, okay. So that'll be the same with 5-iron, 7-iron, 9-iron, driver, 3-wood hybrid, the whole 9 yards, okay. All going to be the same movement. But I would say just try and feel your setup more relaxed and just a bit taller and narrower rather than such a big setup and stretching, okay. Because if you feel that, as I said, when you lose balance, the instinct is to go wider and cause that. Make sense?